Hi, welcome back to my sewing room for our third edition of Friday Sews. A couple different things I want to go through in this week's video, so it might be a little bit of a long one. Also, I broke my camera, so this is being filmed on my phones. So please bear with me this video if the quality isn't what it normally is. I'm trying to figure out a whole warranty or new camera situation. So anyway, a few different topics I want to cover in this week's Friday Sews. I have some new vintage sewing patterns I want to show you, some new vintage reproduction sewing patterns, a few modern sewing patterns. I picked up some fabric while I was in Michigan, and I have a little bit of footage from that fabric shopping trip, as well as a little bit of footage from our 4th of July. I want to show you what sewing book I'm looking at this week, what new sewing channel I have found that you may not know about, as well as our 5K sewing pattern giveaway. So there's a lot to cover in this video, so we should just get right into it. But first, if you haven't already and you like all of these sewing things, then please feel free to subscribe. If you like Friday Sews videos, then give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep them coming. And so with all of that said, let's just get right into all of the sewing things. So the first one I want to show you is McCall's 3963. It has a copyright date of 1956, and I just love this pattern. I love whatever this is happening here. I don't even know how to really describe what this is happening here. I think I just love that there's no waist seam right at the waist. I like the slim version. I like the full version. I like the jacket. So definitely excited for this pattern. I can't wait to make it. It looks really familiar to me. I think I've seen someone make something really similar to this on YouTube recently. I'm not sure. If you have any information about this pattern, then please feel free to share, but I think it's just gorgeous. This one is Simplicity 3152. I'm not sure if this was in my last video or not because it came on the same day that I filmed that, and I just couldn't remember if I filmed before I got the mail or after I got the mail. So anyway, this is Simplicity 3152. Looks fairly simple, but I just love the silhouette of it, and don't know if I want the 3/4 length sleeves or the short sleeves. I know for sure I don't want a collar just because I struggle so much with collars, but I definitely want to make this one and make it soon. Then we have Simplicity 3361. The way this jacket is at the waist, it reminds me of this outfit that Ginger wears in the movie Casino, which for some reason was one of my favorite movies when I was younger. So that's what the thought I got of this when I seen it. And so I just thought it was so cute, and I definitely plan on making this one. I got it for a really, really good deal. The last of the vintage patterns I've got this week is Simplicity 5054, and it is for a very simple wrap dress. And so it says Mrs. One-Piece Wrap Around Dress. Dress has a notch collar, kimono style sleeves, and laps at front. Lower edge of bodice has gathered. Skirt is gathered each side of center at front waistline and is dart fitted at back waistline. And so it has elbow length sleeves and short sleeves. This is so cute and looks fairly simple to make, and I just really can't wait to make it. So that's it for the vintage sewing patterns I've gotten this week. So now I want to show you the vintage reproduction ones I picked up. This is Simplicity 8460. It's a 1950s vintage reproduction, and it looks fairly simple, but I really just love the style of this. I love the sheath dress and how simple and well fitted it looks, as well as the little jacket. And so definitely want to make this one. I have one more vintage reproduction I picked up this week. It's McCall's M8280. And I looked at this when we did the video where we went through all of their new collection. And I knew I had to have this one, so I did order it. Then I have some McCall's I picked up. This one is M7948 for a simple dress. Really, really like this one. Hope to make it before the summer is over. The next two are for some blouses. This one is M8040, and I think this will just be really useful to have in my collection for this fall. This one is McCall's M8287. I believe I showed this one when we went through their collection as well and said that it was one that I wanted to have, and so I got it. I think it's just a very simple blouse, but the possibilities with the fabric and the sleeve and collar options, I just think this is a very good one to have. We have a Vogue V1884. I love this pattern. It's the detail of how this skirt is gathered for me. I definitely love this fabric. I love the hem here and the fact that it's custom fit for different cup sizes, so I won't have to do a full bust adjustment, which I do know how to do now, and it's getting easier every time, so I don't necessarily mind. This next one is Vogue R11482. It's also a custom fit, and I love the shorter and the maxi length of these, and so I would love to make this one up as well. Now for next projects, I would like you guys to let me know between these two which one you would like to see me do next. So is it going to be the Vogue V1884 or the R11482 to do a sew along with? So let me know what you think, and we'll get started on whichever one you choose. So next we're going to go into my current projects. The dress that I'm wearing now was the first current project that I want to show you, and I actually finished it this morning. I made it using McCall's 3459. It was my second time making this pattern. I used it in one of my Christmas makes, and I loved it. And that cotton, this, I'm not so sure. This is even thinner than that cotton. I ended up using some of this netting at the bottom that I was currently working with for a petticoat to see if it would make it flare out a bit more, and it's kind of scratchy and irritating in the inside, and so I don't know, but it's a completed garment. It's done. I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but it is what it is. So here it is. I don't know about the stuff I put in the inside to make this stiffer. I don't know, but as far as just a cute throw on go dress, I think it works. So the next work in progress is McCall's M7599, and I showed this in my last Friday Sews video. It was between this one and another vintage reproduction. I asked you guys which one you wanted to sew along on, and more people said that one, so I started it, and that's actually the make that I broke my camera during, but it was going fairly well. I actually did a mock-up and I did a full bust adjustment, and the mock-up was going so well. It only needed a few adjustments that I decided to make the mock-up into a real dress, and then also to do another one using the fabric that I had picked up in Michigan, which I will show you footage of that later on in the video. But that's where we were at with that, and it was netting involved for the petticoat. It's going along fairly well, and they're almost complete, but that's when I knocked the camera over. It's funny, I had left the camera in Michigan. My mom shipped it back in the same day that I got it. I broke it, and so that's where we are with the current works in progress. And now for the part we have all been waiting for, the 5K pattern giveaway. I was so excited for this when I did that video where I went through all of my vintage patterns and organized them. I said, hey, if you have a favorite, let me know in the comments, and when I reach 5,000 subscribers, I will pick 5 people to send their patterns to. And so we did that. It ended up happening like just a few days later. We reached 5K, and then I wasn't able to do last week's because I had left the camera, which I could have just done it with my phone like I'm doing now. So that's where we are. I'm very excited to announce those winners. So let's see. If you win, please see my email address in the description box to contact me about your pattern. And our first winner is Pamela Daramis Hurd. You won Simplicity 4856. I hope you enjoy this pattern. Our next winner is Jewel Deadweiler. You have won Advanced 6643. I can't wait to see what you do with this pattern. Then the next winner is Jill Road, and you have won McCall's 3781. I really hope you like it. Winner number 4 is Shanika Jones, and you have won Simplicity 4949. I hope you like it. And last but not least is Megan Bailey. You have won Vogue 6494. Super cute pattern. So all the winners, please email me so I can get your info to send you your pattern. Okay, this next segment is one that is becoming one of my favorite parts about Friday Sews. It's just to bring awareness to a smaller YouTuber. I mean, I'm a small YouTuber, but I like the idea of maybe helping someone with a channel even smaller than mine grow their audience. But it's also channels that I really like. So the new to me channel this week is the Naughty Yorker.
You probably already can tell that I really love vintage patterns. They're like a gift from the past.
She does sewing as well as knitting, vintage style videos. It's just a really cool channel, and I hope that you guys go and check her out. So the sewing book I've checked out of my library this week is the Complete Book of Sewing Techniques. I have already used these techniques a few times in just the few days since I've had this book. I love the pictures. It helped me with my full bust adjustment, as well as some other things I was able to just look up. And so if you're looking for a really good sewing technique book, I 100% recommend this one, and it is probably at your local library where you can check it out without having to pay for it. I think this is just a really cool book. So I also wanted to share with you some fabric shopping I did while in Michigan visiting my parents as well as my brother and his new wife. And so I went to this 2nd Street quilt shop. It was in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and there was really only quilting cottons here because it is a quilt store, but I loved the variety of prints that they had. It was the cutest little shop that I've ever seen. I loved how it was organized and color coded. It really inspired me to the point where I am seriously thinking of opening up my own fabric shop. Here where I live in Kentucky, we have nothing but Joann, and so I would love to have a little shop like this that offers fabrics to people who want to shop in something other than a big box store like a Joann. Not that there's anything wrong with Joann. I think we all are becoming more conscious of where we spend our dollars and would much rather spend them with a small business. And I think that that's just awesome. So I was super happy to purchase some fabrics from here, though I did not purchase a lot because I still haven't really gotten to the fabric that I got while I was in Atlanta, that fabric shopping trip. So I tried to be really mindful of what I chose this time. I ended up going with a batik, I think it's called, where it's the same on both sides, that I'm super in love with. I've already cut into it. It's on my dress form now as it's my current project. I'm sorry this footage is what it is. I am not that good with the vlogging, and this was with the camera even on a tripod, but I'm glad I got to see this footage. It let me know what I'm doing wrong and how to get better the next time. So I appreciate you all just being here with me as I learn and as I grow. It's definitely been a fun process that is so far from over. So this is that fabric that I picked up. I believe I got 5 or 6 yards of this. I really love this fabric. And then I picked up this printed cotton. I love the teal and the yellow together. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I only got 3 yards of it. I'm thinking of just a blouse or something. And then I also picked up this black and white fabric. And so I really love the sunflowers on it. I am really happy with these purchases, and I'm really glad that I didn't overdo it. And now we are riding through this cute little town of Rochester Hills. I really love it here. My family is all living there now, so you'll probably be seeing a lot of videos from this location because I plan to spend a lot of time up there with my mom and with my brother and his new wife, and it's just a really cool town. We got to go to brunch here at Rochester Hills Brunch House. It was super cute, and our 4th of July was awesome. How's the car trip going?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? How are you doing on the road trip, Major? We are somewhere outside of Toledo. Once we arrived, they were super happy to see their dog, Mercy, who now lives with my mom, but that is another story for another day. They had a really good time. We got to visit my brother, who is recently married, the Haydens. Shout out to them, established in 2022, and Scrabble time. One of my favorite things to do is to punish my family in Scrabble, and I hope Major inherits my love for winning at the game. Hi, my
everybody.
brother and sister-in-law. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Excuse
That's
me,
a mom joke.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Hi, Ladybug. It was such a perfect day to enjoy the yard and the pool and the barbecue.
What, baby?
Hi, honey. Happy 4th.
Oh, I can do that. Hey, Grandma. He's drowning me under.
Hi, Mom. There's my wonderful husband on the grill.
Sure.
Hey,
Hey.
happy 4th. There's
Happy
Uncle
4th,
Darren
everybody.
and Grandpa Wayne,
Floaties.
floaties, and kiddos.
Anything else?
Well, that's it for this week's Friday Sews. Sorry about the quality. I don't know what this is going to look like. I filmed it on my phone. A plus to that is I will say that I felt a little bit more relaxed, and I really love these Friday Sews videos. I feel like you can get to know me a little bit more than when I'm just sewing, and I really enjoy making them. If you guys enjoy seeing them, then let me know in the comments and I will keep making them. Let me know what you think I could do to make them better, or what you would like to see me do in an upcoming video. Give it a thumbs up or share it or leave a comment or whatever. Shout out to the winners of the patterns. Don't forget to email me so I can get your shipping info, and stay tuned for all the things that I have coming up. Hopefully I get a camera soon. I'll let you guys know. Thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. I will see you in the next video that is soon and sure to come.